What's up YouTube, this is GalacticGod, and I'm coming at you today with the results of the wind-up challenge. So for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I made a video a couple weeks back basically challenging YouTube to come up with a wind-up deck without utilizing the wind-up loop, or more specifically without including wind-up hunter in their deck build. Why did I do this? Because when wind-up hunter is in a wind-up deck, basically all you're trying to do is get the loop off. That's what your whole focus of the deck is. Wind-up hunter is just one card, but the whole deck revolves around getting him out and creating the loop. Every card in there is focused on just getting that loop going and getting the hand disruption going and getting every card out of your opponent's hand. But is that all wind-ups are capable of? Is there something more that can be said about the deck? I thought there is. I think that wind-ups can be so much more than just a hand loop deck. And I wanted to see what you guys thought. I wanted to see, is there a way to actually create a wind-up deck without utilizing that loop? So instead of just limiting Zen Mighty to 1 or something like that in this challenge, I wanted to actually get rid of Hunter altogether. Now a lot of people say Hunter should be banned. Hunter could be banned on the next Forbidden list. There's a lot of Forbidden lists floating around right now. A lot of them do not include Hunter. So this challenge is still pretty valid because we want to see, is it possible? Is it possible to create a really strong wind-up deck without Hunter in it? So what I did was I put that challenge out there, and I got an overwhelming response in video responses back to me. Way more than I was expecting. I got about 26 of them in all, so that is a ginormous amount of video responses. Now I wanted to watch every single video. The problem was that the videos tended to be about 10 minutes or longer. So with 26 videos, that equals about 260 minutes or about 4.5 hours worth of time that I needed to spend actually watching the videos. So if you guys are wondering why it took so long to come up with this result video, I actually had to have the time to sit down and watch 4.5 hours of wind-up deck profiles, and that was a little daunting to me at first, but it was still really fun to see, you know, all the different crazy creative stuff that people came up with. Now, there was an enormous amount of creativity in this. I thought, you know, a lot of the decks would still just revolve around 1 or 2 mechanics, but people came up with all different kinds of stuff. And, you know, the only thing that I truly dislike about this challenge is that I can only pick one winner. So I decided to go with someone who created probably, I think, the most original idea, or at least an idea that I hadn't seen before in windups. Now, windups come in a lot of different elements. There are water, fire, earth, light, all these kind of things. Now, what kind of deck, you know, would actually, you know, prosper from having all these kind of elements in it? And what this person did was they decided to combine windups with heroes, which seems a little weird at first, but it really makes your miracle fusions a little more of a toolbox. So they play just a basic hero engine with Elemental Hero Stratos with 3 Elemental Hero aliases. So without further ado, the winner of the wind-up challenge is Team Hadouken with their hero wind-up mix. So what I'm going to do now is kind of show you what they came up with in their video response.
What's up YouTube, Mike here from Team Hadouken to do a deck profile on my wind-up E-Hero deck today. This is for Galactic God's wind-up challenge. I chose wind-up heroes just because I felt like they flowed together very well, because wind-ups have so many different attributes like that you can use, and that would just make Miracle Fusion such a strong card. So let's get right into it. Play 1 Stratos to search out your 3 alias, and you are going to need these while playing Miracle Fusion, so of course you're going to want to do that. Then for the wind-up engine, you play the basic. It's pretty basic, just the 3 rat, 2 magician, 3 shark, 2 rabbit. I play the 3 tour guides and the 1 Sangan to search. Oh, the Sangan, just sometimes I don't even exceed with it. I just like to search out like rat, shark, or Veiler, just to like stop plays or like make plays. And speaking of Veiler, you are going to play 2 because it's very necessary this format. And since we're utilizing 4 darks and 5 lights in the main deck, you can play BLS. And why not play BLS? Because he's just too friggin' powerful. So on to basic stables, you got Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, and Avarice. Avarice is quite powerful in the deck because you're playing 21 monsters in the main. So then you've got the 3 Miracle Fusions, which are just crazy. Like, this deck combos so well. I'll teach you a very nice play I made a little later on in the video. So then you play the 2 E-Calls to search your pieces. Very useful when you've got the Miracle Fusion in hand. The 2 Sparks to go along with your 3 alias. And since you have that mini hero engine, Super Poly works in the deck as well. Also, since You can use your own monsters, and then what are windups without the factory? And I don't play too many traps in this particular build, just the 2 warning, the 2 torrential, and the mirror force. Over here in the side deck, I put in cards that like could work in the deck that I'm not using or not using enough copies of. So I'll go to the extra deck first, then kind of come back to these. I'm playing 2 zeros because there's so many ways to bring him out with Miracle Fusion. You could just take one of your heroes and then a Shark, which you play 3 of. I've got the 2 Zen Mighties, a Leviathan, and an Acid Golem all as my targets. So Zero, I feel like he's very good at 2. The 1 Shining, it was really tough for me to play him at 1 because the extra deck's very tight. I wanted to play him at 2, but you can as well because that's why I put him over here in the side deck for. But yeah, Shining just kind of helps cycle your Alias and your Stratos out. Then you just have basically one of every E-Hero attribute just to make Super Poly a lot more live. Plus Rat, Magician, Shark, Stratos, and like Leviair and stuff. They just all cover all the attributes to Miracle Fusion into. Then, since we are playing windups, you gotta have your little special summoning shenanigans with Zen Mighty, your defense with Zen Mains, and basically all your staple level 3 exceeds, and then Maestroke and Utopia. And Leviair, I really actually am thinking about putting him up to 2 because he is so powerful in the deck. After utilizing Miracle Fusion, while having a Leviair on the field, you can just use your Stratos again, use your Rat again. He's insane in this deck. This is the combo I did. I had a Stratos on board with Magician. So I Miracle Fusioned them into a Nova Master, brought out a Leviair, recycled my Stratos to get an Alias while I had a dead Spark in hand, summoned the Alias, sparked over a Red MD, and then just attacked for game with Nova Master. It was crazy. Like, Leviair just opens up so many more plays. So for other options in the deck that I am not playing, if you really like synchros, you can use Brionic. You could just make Shark level 5 with his effect and then synchro him with Effect Veiler. Or since you do play quite a bit of level 4s in the deck, you could just use Veiler and any of them to bring out a Catastor or an Android. Extra copies of Magician and Veiler could go in. Maybe MST, because I'm not actually maining that in here. I feel like it's not necessary. Lance and another Super Poly could help out. And then some more options for trap cards if you don't prefer to main these. The deck combos very well. It likes to cycle its cards, and the deck gets thinned out really quickly, so you draw important cards. It's very consistent. Try it out, and wish me luck. Thanks. This is Mike from Team Hadouken signing out.
Okay, everyone, that was Team Hadouken with their Hero Wind-Up Deck Hybrid. If you guys enjoyed their deck build, please check out their channel. They have a lot of really great content up on it. I actually have a link to their channel in the annotation somewhere on the screen, as well as in the description below. Make sure you let me know what you think of that deck in the comment section below. Also, if you guys are interested in having more of these kind of challenge videos, if you liked this challenge video, if you didn't like it, please let me know your thoughts on it in the comments as well. I'd really like to hear what you guys have to say and think about this. And I guess that's it for now. This is GalacticGod, out.